Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still alive. Yay! Much to the chagrin of, let me see, KeyBank, UBS Payne Weber, Chase, also once known as NBD in Detroit, and Shearson Lehman, but who cares about them? They're gone anyway. Oh, and the powers that be in the government authorities. Yeah, they've been waiting for us to die in the streets. Maybe you need a little reminder about what's going on here. Remember me? I'm the heiress that lived in the tent, had $80 million embezzled out of my trust account. Trust account. Yes, trust account. The one that Anthony, Justice, U.S. Supreme Court, Justice Anthony M. Tony Kennedy recommended that I create, and one for each of my daughters. At that time I only had two, back in 1975. Yeah, he recommended at my wedding. Yeah, at my wedding at Lake Tahoe, he recommended, oh, Deborah, when you get back to Detroit, with your new husband, be sure to let me know right away, because we need to create a trust, and I will work with the attorney there in Michigan, that Conrad Chapman, you know, the family attorney of Rick's. Yeah, my husband's name is Richard L. Davis II. Yeah, that attorney, and we'll work together and we'll create a trust for you and the girls to protect your assets. Well, I trusted Tony because he was the attorney that helped take care of my parents' estate when they died. And of course I grew up with him, skied with him at Tahoe. He was there at my vacation home at Lake Tahoe that my great-grandfather, or maybe I shouldn't, it wasn't my great-grandfather, it was my grandfather on my mother's side, built one of the first Lake Tahoe cabins ever built. And he used to come up to that cabin at Lake Tahoe every Christmas and New Year's and during the summer, and we water skied together and we skied together in the winter and blah, 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 blah. So I trusted him. Yeah, right. Like I trusted my family. Yeah, yeah, it's like I'm a targeted family member. My mother was targeted too. My dad was busy embezzling all her assets. But anyway, I didn't know that until it happened to me. Yeah, Tony Kennedy is at the bottom of what happened to my assets. And every time I reported the crime, I instead ended up with more federal crime committed against me by these banks who took my home when it didn't have a loan against it, and hid my monthly payments on a private personal loan that had nothing to do with my trust. And by the way, it's against the law to foreclose on a home using a personal loan. Yeah, it's even worse when you foreclose on a home that's in a trust. Yeah, it's like a different entity. There's you, and then there's your home, who's like another person because it's owned by the trust. Yeah, but KeyBank foreclosed on the trust-owned property that had no loan against it and used a personal loan that I was paying on regularly, as I was supposed to. So they didn't like that. You know what they did? They hid those monthly payments. That's what they do. They hid the monthly payments in a phantom account, called me in default, and started foreclosing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, Larry, my business partner, and now my husband, and I are still alive in spite of everything that's happened to us. We have been gang stalked for, I don't know, I would say since 1998. Yeah. We have been gang stalked. And of course I was targeted because I was worth so much money, and I believe, don't know for sure, because nobody will investigate, Anthony M. Tony Kennedy, also my second removed brother-in-law, by the way, has got something to do with this. Yeah, I've been trying to contact him for 8 years. He doesn't answer me. I just want my file so I can do some research but the government authorities are making sure that nothing happens to Anthony M. Tony Kennedy. Yep, just like all the other government corruption, this is just another one. And actually, Larry and I probably should have died in the streets. If the two of us didn't have so much like stuff that we could sell on the streets, because that's what we did. I mean, we just sold our belongings in the streets of L.A., downtown LA, sometimes in the garment district, because our business was fashion design and furniture design. So I had a lot of extra fabric and beads and so on. So we just went down to the streets down in the garment district in LA and sold stuff so we could eat. Yeah, because we can't get any kind of government assistance. We can't get Social Security. My divorce attorney made sure I'd never get that. I can get some kind of Social Security if I commit myself to being mentally ill. Then I can do that. You see how the government does things against the public to destroy them? Has it ever occurred to you that the people that are living in the streets today, 95% of them are there because of financial crime committed by the financial institutions, which our USA government authorities ignore? In fact, they sanction these crimes. Yeah. Has it ever occurred to you that we're living another Holocaust? Yeah, you know, Hitler seized assets of the Jews before he killed them all. What's different about now? The banks are seizing homes, calling them foreclosures. The media will call them unlawful, but they won't say illegal. Now, will they? Do they even mention the word or the two words, federal crime? No, they don't even mention those two words anymore, because that's what the banks are doing. They're committing federal crimes, and it's illegal. But the authorities won't do a thing. Does it make anybody wonder why? You think the banks are making mistakes? Oh, I know. The government authorities don't have time to investigate? Come on. Oh, and now the foreclosure specialists are coming in and going, oh, hey, come over here. We'll teach you the laws, as if you couldn't learn on your own. And you can donate some money to us, and we'll help you. Yeah, we know the attorneys are not doing the job, so you can go in pro per. They failed to mention to you that the judges are corrupt too. So you're going to lose your house anyway. I've got 12 to 16 years in on. You're going to lose it all anyway. Doesn't matter. You don't have to believe me. No matter what, you're never going to come out whole. You might. Some people might get their homes back, but they won't have any money in order to take care of them, so they'll have to sell them anyway. And 90% of the time, if they sell them anyway, everybody knows it was in foreclosure, and you won't get the money you deserve for it. No, you won't get what the home's worth or the property's worth. So our government is destroying us on purpose, people. So, oh, and I have a message for my children who are in their 40s and 30s now, whom I haven't seen in years. I don't think they had anything to do with the embezzlement of my trust, but of course I wouldn't know because the government authorities won't investigate. But they've known about it. I believe they knew about it before it happened, and they've been waiting lately to be there at the sale of my storage, because I still have some important things in there, like all my legal documents and all the family photos and all my design materials. And I couldn't really sell that for anything. Oh, I do have some clothes, and they've been waiting to go get all that stuff. You know, their baby books are there and stuff like that, but I don't even think they deserve those. Not with the way they've treated me. So anyway, they've been waiting and waiting and waiting for me to default on the storage. And I want them to know that even though they were going to foreclose 2 days from now, it isn't going to happen. Larry got a job. In spite of us being gang stalked by the powers that be, so that we couldn't do anything but die in the streets, he got a job anyway. So we were able to pay for the storage. So if you girls were planning to be out there on July 11th for the storage sale, you may already be out there waiting. But guess what? It isn't going to happen. You can go to Disneyland. Yeah, why don't you just go to Disneyland? And while you're at it, go by the campground near San Diego where Larry and I lived for a while, well, 3 years in a tent, and talk to CJ, and maybe you can get all the art that Larry and I gave him for payment for a tent space. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of our art. Maybe he'll give it to you. I doubt it, though. You'll have to pay for it. And it won't be $1,000. No, no, no. CJ is about as criminal as you are. Yeah. So, anyway, drop by there. Forgot the name of it. What is the name of that place? Oh, go look at that video that William Wagner did. It has the name of the campground we lived in. I just can't remember. I'm sorry. But there aren't many around there. So, anyway, just drive down the freeway on your way to San Diego from Temecula and you'll find it. Yeah! So, anyway, it looks like we saved our storage. And, pretty sad. I know that you and your father and stepfather, Richard Lynn Davis II, and our family attorney, Conrad Con D. Chapman, Troy, Michigan, and John F. Schaefer of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, my divorce attorney, and Fred Muirbach, our money manager from Payne Weber. I know you're all just having the time of your lives with your little briberies, part of the $80 million. I don't know how it was split, but I know you're all enjoying yourself with this money, and I'm living basically in the streets, and have been for many, many years, and I know you don't give a shit, and that's fine, because someday you're going to be sorry. Yeah. God has a way of paying people back. Remember what I always told you, girls? The universe speaks, and though the universe has not spoken yet, she will. Yeah, and so will God. And you will be sorry one day that you were so dishonest and so... I'm left speechless, honestly. I didn't raise you to be such ugly young women. And I'm particularly disappointed in you because you've gone along with all this just to make sure you had the money, right? Money instead of mother. Yep, I got it. And I will never, ever trust you again. And I know that probably doesn't sound very important today because you have all the things you want and you're padded by my assets. And I guess maybe your stepfather and father is telling you that someday you'll get these assets. I have no idea. But they were mine. You're as bad as the government, you know. Oh, somebody has something I want, just steal it. Ah, the hell with you. Well, anyway, just wanted you to know I'm still alive. Wanted you to know my storage is still safe. Wanted you to know, oh, you know about my book. Oh, there's a film coming out pretty soon. Huh? Yeah, I bet you're going to be so proud. Well, anyway, bye. Love you. My darling, precious daughters. Love you with all my heart. And I do. I just don't trust you anymore.